all this is the interview. Kal, oh shit, Kal we went to buy ice cream niche and then he wanted
तो मैं क्या कह रहा था?
Okay, a little bit of background of KHP, how we started. I don't remember the exact year, but it's been about nearly 10 years. We're 2018 now, so I think it started about 2008, 2009, I'm not sure exact. But a number of people used to come to my house for training. So that's how the name arose, Kundu House Project, because amongst each other say, hey, who's going to Kundu's house for practice? So for me, I kept this as a side project where I was just training people, and I was enjoying the fact of training these different people who wanted to learn. So they just come to my house for training, and that's how the whole thing started, the whole equation of KHP. Now we've been going on, I'd say roughly about 10 years. We have 6 members. We have...
Including you, 7.
Including you.
Okay, I'm 7th, but I'm kind of the spearhead of it all, but these are the more active members. I mean, I'm here and there. So we have Varun, also known as Dope. He's in Hyderabad. We have Yash Matre, who's like the first member. He's from Mumbai. Sambu Mukherjee from Kolkata. We have Sri here from Ahmedabad. Charlie from Delhi, and we also have Invoker, who's actually technically from Noida, I think, or outside Delhi, but in the same area, right? So these are the 6 members, and it's taken a long time to get to this small family that we have
How
now.
did everyone got together? It's like they all used to. I mean, you've been doing Camp Kundus, so you pick up students, bright students.
No. That has nothing to do with Camp Kundu.
Okay.
That was just me.
That was just Sri. How we came across Sri. So also we have what's called Camp Kundu, which is it's kind of like an intensive training program. We do it for 1 week, 1 week duration, and we've done this for. I started by myself, and I did it for about almost a year. And then I included the team as well. So I think altogether it's been about 2 years. I remember starting it in 2016 around September. I mean, we're September now, so I guess it's 2 years that Camp Kundu. So we wanted to do something different. So this is more taking on a number of students across the country who really wanted to learn these dance forms properly. It wasn't about having like choreography classes, which sometimes the choreography aspect was involved, but more about training. So we have classes like rhythm and musicality. We have classes that gear towards more freestyle. We have different forms, everything from house to light feet to whacking to popping. So it's a nice mix of all these different forms, and it's more it's very engaging with the students because we've only selected we don't take more than 20 students. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more, but depending on the studio. Yeah, so it's not a numbers game where we want 50, 60 students. It's not a workshop. It's a proper camp, and we want them that one-on-one personal training. Yeah. So and then there again, it's like I'm there, and then the 6 other members are there. So we're all having different classes, and then we have the time to go around and help the students and stuff. So
I mean, there are just 20 people, not more than that.
Roughly. I mean, sometimes it might be 22, 23. Sometimes it might be less. It depends.
It's limited. The seats are very limited.
We don't want it to be again, like I was saying, like we don't want this to be a workshop where it's 50, 60, 70 people. It was a numbers thing.
Because like around, I've also been teaching my bit in different camps and places. No disrespect for any one of them, but then what I feel is that many times when there are a lot of people, let's say there are like 100 people, that's a minimum I've seen these days in camps. 100 people in a room, but then it's kind of, you can't hide from the fact that the teacher is not able to completely reach the student, and the student is not completely be able to reach the teacher. So in Camp Kundu, this is what we do, that personal level of training. Not just that, not just training. They even we even hang out with them. We have fun with them. We go out, have something to eat, something. I mean, everything. It's more like, uh, you know, we are welcoming them to the house, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the main motive of Camp Kundu, of giving that personal training in a more personal level, and even if it's one person teaching, there'll be 6 or 4 others
Making sure
helping
that
them out.
everyone knows it.
We helping them out, and helping the teacher and also the student. It does make a lot of difference. Actually, we've seen that because there have been people there's this particular guy called Vivek. He comes from a really far away place, even away from Bareilly, like 60, 70, 80 kilometers away from Bareilly. So he's coming from a small village. I won't even call it a town. He's coming from a small village, and he's the only person who's doing house over there. He came for the first Camp Kundu that he mentioned in September 2016. So when he came for that, we were like, okay, he's coming from a small village. Okay, that's commendable. But then what we saw is that he came everywhere. He came to Camp Kundu Bombay, Camp Kundu Hyderabad, Camp Kundu here, there, Delhi, everywhere. He was there all the time. And what we could see is that now he's got so much better. That's commendable. And he says this because he was trying to learn this before also, but then he couldn't. But then now that he's got that one-on-one training in Camp Kundu, the interaction and everything, he's more close to us.
How did you find Shri?
How did I find Shri?
No, actually Shri found Camp Kundu, I guess.
Yeah,
Maybe online.
she was it was rare because she came as a student, and she
From
was
the Mumbai camp.
yeah, she came from the Mumbai camp, and I saw her in class, and as soon as I saw her, I was like, okay, who's this?
Yeah, I remember because I was sitting over there, and
Yeah.
Kundu was sitting behind me, and we were just looking, and then Kundu was like, she's so good, she's so good. What's so good about her? I'm like, what's so good about her? Okay, I'm like checking her out. I'm like, oh, okay, she's okay, I guess. She's okay. I'll see her in my class. But then she was good, so I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll let another curly head.
Well, we
He was threatened.
every camp we try to coincide it along with a video of some sort or some kind of project too. So at that time we had done a video. We did kind of a commercial video with Bruno Mars, and it was like an old school hip hop vibe and stuff. It has like a New Jack Swing vibe. So
Finesse.
finesse. So in that video I had this idea of having somebody in a sari in the beginning. So she did that part, and the video is the video because of her. Even though we rehearsed and we had choreography and stuff, everybody likes the video because of her.
Because of her, yeah. Even I like that.
Yeah.
Yes, let
So-
the world see that face.
Yeah.
It's like that. I want
So-
you to zoom in that. That's a flirting face.
The one with the nostrils?
Nostrils
meme got
opening
very
up.
famous.
That meme got really famous because of her. People could
Can we
relate.
have that?
People could relate that to her.
I think Kundu does better than
Of my nostrils.
Yeah, so that's where Sri comes in. But then Sri was not selected over there. It was not that. It was not until Camp Kundu Delhi again that we were like, okay, let's see her properly now. Let's get to know her a little more personally, because that's also really important as a crew. It's not important for a person to be really good in dancing. In many other aspects as well. I think, as in the main aspect that I see and we all see is the person being kind. It has to be a kind-hearted person. That's one of the virtues that I personally want.
Yeah, I mean, dance is just a part of it. Alongside, there needs to be the character's got to be a good character, right?
Right.
Because we have to, and also it's plus points where now a lot of the members have other skill sets alongside dancing, right? So she's really good at promoting and stuff like that. She's also good at video editing. Charlie's also good at promoting. We have another member who's good at accounting. We have another member who's good at this, good at that. So that adds to the group because it's almost like it's a team. It's teamwork is involved, but it's almost we keep it like kind of like a company. But yet it's family. It's small and stuff. So we keep everything in house, as much as we can.
I hope you got that.